Hi all, welcome to Kemagilam Field the Chemistry. In this video, 5 questions are taken from the chapter Phase Equilibrium, and this chapter is very small and have a very few concepts. I think through this video you can build a basic knowledge regarding this topic, and you will be able to solve questions from this chapter in your exams. Let's see our first question. What are the number of phases, components and degrees of freedom of a given equilibrium? The equilibrium is FeS, Fe solid plus H2O gas or water vapor in equilibrium with FeO solid plus H2 gas. Before doing this question, we have to build some concept that we always use the term phase, component and degrees of freedom in this chapter. So first we have to understand what is meant by phase, what is meant by components. If you don't have any idea regarding this phase and component, you cannot do this problem, and you have to build a very thorough concept or a concrete concept regarding this phase and component, and then this chapter will be very easy. Now, what is meant by phase? Phase is a homogeneous, physically distinct and mechanically separable part of a system. And what it means that we can see through an example. Here I have taken a beaker with water. What you can see is only water. Just leave the part, the beaker, you just leave it. Then what you can see is water. Now I am adding some sodium chloride to this thing, this water. Now it become what? Sodium chloride solution. I am asking, I am just showing both the beakers, first beaker with water, another beaker, second beaker with the sodium chloride solution, and you have to tell me which one is sodium chloride solution and which one is water. Are you able to tell which one is sodium chloride solution or which one is water, pure water? I think you cannot, because while seeing you cannot distinguish these two. That means water itself acts as a phase, and when we are adding sodium chloride to it, it becomes what? Homogeneous mixture. So that also will act as a, or it also have only one phase. That is water. Here water or liquid state we can see. So we are telling here only one phase is there. When we are adding sodium chloride to this also, it's look like through our naked eye what we can see is just water like something. So that also have only one phase. Now consider, or just you add some pebbles to this water, then it is clear that there is water and there is pebbles. That through your eyes you can see that water is there, pebbles is there. That means you can see two phases or two different substance. That is what phase. So in first two you can see only one phase, in last one you can see two phases. I think now it's clear to you that what is meant by phase. It's a physically distinct and mechanically separable part of the system. So you can just take out the pebbles, then you can, in one side it will be water, other side it will be pebbles. But from sodium chloride solution you cannot take out sodium chloride. There is different method, but it is mentioned that mechanically separable. That means using our hand we cannot take out sodium chloride. In phase, two more points are there that is very important. The solids are considered as separate phase and gaseous mixture considered as a single phase. That means if you have 2 or 3 solids, then number of phases will be 2 or 3. Or if you have 3 solids, that means number of phases will be 3. If you have 3 gases, then number of phases will be 1. That means each solid we are considered as a separate phase, but the gaseous mixture considering. Next, component. Component is the minimum number of constituents sufficient to determine the system. Let's consider our first example, a beaker with water. Here only one component is there. But in sodium chloride solution there is two components. One is sodium chloride and the other one is water. In this third example there are also two components are there. One is water, other is pebbles. Then component is the minimum number of sufficient to determine the system. Now we can do our problem. In our problem, first we have to check how many phases are there. That we already told that solid form separate phase and gaseous mixture form a single phase. Here number of solids are 2, number of gaseous mixture is 1. So 2 solid, that is FeS form one phase, FeO form another phase, this gaseous mixture form one phase. Total 3 phases are there in the given question. And now we can see how many components are there. Components, we have an equation for components, C equal to S minus R, where S is the number of constituents and R will be some, we have to minus it from the number of constituent, and R represent ions or equilibrium condition or some other conditions. So here you can see total number of constituent is 4, Fe, H2O, FeO, H2, like that 4 component or 4 constituents are there, but there is one equilibrium, so we have to minus from it. Then overall 3 components are there. So in this given system, total 3 phases are there, also 3 components are there. Now we can see degree of freedom. Degree of freedom, we have one equation, F equal to C minus P plus 2. Just substitute all the values. C means component, number of components is 3, number of phases equal to 3, then plus 2. Then degree of freedom will be 2. So what our question, the order the answer we should specify: first phase, then component, then degrees of freedom. Here 3 phases are there, 3 components are there, 2 degrees of freedom is there. I think now it's clear for you how to solve this question. If you have a clear idea regarding this phase and components, this chapter will be nothing for you. Otherwise, it will be tricky. Our second question: what will be the number of phases, component and degrees of freedom respectively of the azeotropic mixture of water and ethanol at constant pressure at equilibrium? We can do this problem was like our previous one. First we have to identify number of phases, number of components, then it is easy to form degree of freedom. First, in question 2 things are given. One is azeotropic mixture. First, we have to understand what is meant by azeotropic mixture. It's also known as constant boiling liquid, or here concentration remains constant. And here what is the equilibrium condition here? Here liquid is in equilibrium with the vapor. Here liquid is in equilibrium with the vapor because it's a constant boiling liquid. Boiling means a liquid to vapor conversion. So here liquid is in equilibrium with vapor. In liquid, water and ethanol mixture is taken. The water and ethanol mixture liquid form is in equilibrium with water and ethanol mixture vapor. So here component is 2, ethanol and water. Phase also 2, like one is liquid, other is vapor. So we got the values of component and phase, but here one problem is there, like degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom, we have an equation C minus P plus 2, but here 2 parameters are constant, so we have to use modified phase rule. That is how we can make modified phase rule. If some parameter is constant, we have to minus the number of parameters from our phase rule. That is f dash equal to f minus number of constant parameters. Here first one is this concentration remain constant, and in question it is also mentioned that there is a constant pressure. So here 2 parameters are constant, so we have to minus 2. F dash or modified degrees of freedom will be f dash, that is equal to f minus 2. Like that we have to do this problem. We cannot apply or this components and phases we already found out, but we cannot apply it directly to this equation because here some constants are there. So that constant we have to minus here to form a modified degrees of freedom. Now we can see f dash equal to c minus p plus 2. This is our f minus 2, that means c minus p. So modified phase rule become c minus p instead of c minus p plus 2. What the reason behind that? There is some constant value, some constant parameters are there, so we have to minus it. Then modified phase rule become f dash, that is equal to c minus p. Just substitute. Now you can substitute the values. Here component is 2, phase also 2. 2 minus 2 means 0. Here number of degrees of freedom is 0. So phase, number of phases is 2, number of component also 2, degrees of freedom 0. So you have to just focus on this question. This is very important question. If you have, or in question it is mentioned that something is constant, you have to minus it. If one parameter is constant, f minus 1, or 2 is there, f minus 2, like that you have to do to make a modified phase rule. Then you apply, or then you find out the number of components, number of phases, and just substitute, solve it, that much. I think this also clear to you. Just note down this problem. It's very important. Let's see our next question. The lowest pressure at which liquid phase of a pure substance can exist is known as critical point pressure, superincumbent pressure, triple point pressure, and saturation pressure. Let's see one by one. Critical pressure means the pressure above which the liquid and gas cannot coexist at any temperature. That means there is a boundary of liquid and gas. There is an equilibrium of liquid and gas. Above that particular pressure, above critical pressure, the liquid or gas cannot be coexist. That means above which there will be no liquid phase. That is, if we again making some pressure, gas, while applying pressure it become liquid. Then while applying pressure below this critical pressure, the gas will become liquid and there will be no equilibrium. So the minimum pressure at which liquid phase exists is critical pressure. In critical pressure or below that, or the gas and liquid will be in equilibrium. Another term is superincumbent pressure. It's related to our pressure cooker. Pressure cooker it's working on the principle that the boiling point of a liquid increases while increasing the superincumbent pressure on it. You already know what is happening in pressure cooker, why we are using and what the principle behind that. That is meant by superincumbent pressure. And triple point means in phase diagram there is a point where solid, liquid and vapor will be coexist, or all the three phases will be in equilibrium and their degrees of freedom will be 0. That point is known as triple point. And saturation pressure means it's the pressure at which a given liquid and vapor or solid and its vapor coexist. That is saturation pressure. So our question is the lowest pressure at which liquid phase of a pure substance exists. That is critical point pressure, above which liquid cannot exist, or there will be no equilibrium. That is the minimum level. So answer is critical point pressure. Next question, the minimum number of phases existing in a system would be 1, 2, 0, 3. Minimum number of phases cannot be 0 because 0 phase means just take a beaker. That is what 0 phase means. If we are pouring some water, then it become one phase is there. Or just take one solid, it's a phase. Take I think now you can ask whether the beaker can be considered as a phase. No, just we are telling about beaker is a medium, like that only we are taking. So when pouring some water to it, that we are considering as a system. So in a system there should be minimum number of phase should be 1. If there is a phase, or at least one phase should be there to form a system. The lowest temperature attainable at freezing mixture is critical solution temperature, eutectic temperature, triple point, or critical temperature. I will show you one diagram. Here one phase diagram is there. Here this one, the leftmost side, it represents component 1, and rightmost side it is component 2. So just this point is the freezing point of B. Here this freezing point of A. When it is cooling down, or when the temperature decreases, here you can see that here we are writing this composition. Here we are taking temperature. While cooling, that it become here it will be liquid. It solidifies, and there exists a point where minimum temperature will be there. Minimum temperature for the freezing mixture. That point is known as eutectic point, and the temperature at this point is known as eutectic temperature, and the mixture in this point is known as eutectic mixture. Here this is the freezing point, freezing curve of A. This is the freezing curve of B, and both will come to one point, and that point is known as eutectic point, where lowest melting point mixture you can find. Above this, the phase existing is liquid, and this area solid A will be in equilibrium with liquid. In this area, solid B will in equilibrium with the liquid, and this below this eutectic point, the solid A will be in equilibrium with the solid B. Here you can from this diagram also you can expect lot of question, like some point here if mentioned, and asking what are the component present in this point. Then solid A will be in equilibrium with the liquid. Or they are asking some point here, and what is the phase existing here, or number of phases existing here. So there will be only liquid phase, only one phase is there. In this point 2 phases are there, here also 2 phases are there, here also 2 phases are there. Then through this you can expect lot of question. Just understand this graph, what it is meant by. And this point is known as eutectic point, and the temperature at this point is known as eutectic temperature. So our answer is eutectic temperature, that is the lowest temperature attainable with a freezing mixture is eutectic temperature. I think most of the people did this in lab. Physical chemistry, some experiment is there, MSc lab. So maybe you people did this. That much for phase equilibrium, and I think the concept you have to build about phase, component, and degrees of freedom, that is very much important in this chapter. Otherwise this chapter is very easy, very easy to solve, and you can get more marks from this question, from this chapter. And for CSIR exam also they will ask almost 2 mark or 4 mark question regularly they are asking. So just make a basic concept regarding phase and component, that much only for this chapter. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe.